Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Business Talk with Ivan, and today I'm joined by Chibby, who lives in Milton Keynes here in the UK, and we are going to hear right now her story. Good afternoon, Chibby. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ivan. I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm fantastic. The sun is already setting. It's kind of late in the day here now, so it's getting to be a dark winter's day. But actually, it's a very nice sunset. It's beautiful outside. Actually, we've got a nice, can't show it on this, but it is nice. So take my word for it, So, but yeah. So how's your day been? Good.
Good. Yeah, I think it's colder today than other days, and it's going to be colder going over the weekend too.
It's going to get colder. So, where are you from? What's your background?
I'm from Nigeria originally.
So the cold is not something you'll be used to generally, I'm guessing.
No, definitely not. It's hot and sunny and warm over there.
Absolutely, yes. Minus 5 degrees is not going to be good for you, I don't think.
No.
Okay, right. So the purpose of this, is I want to find out a little bit about you and in your journey, and just really keen to hear what your story is about the business, really. So let's get into it. Tell me, what was your life like before the business? What were you doing before you got involved in this digital business?
Okay, I am an accountant by profession. I work in a small place as an accountant person, and my journey into UK, I came into United Kingdom in 2012, basically to join my husband because we have been apart for a very long time. So one of us had to move to join the other, and it so happened that happened to be me. Back then, I was working in the financial services sector. So when I came, I thought it's something I would just move into and continue. But lo and behold, when I got here, the story was different. I had to start life all over again. I had to go back, register again, start my professional exam all over again. And then I finished now, qualified. But I haven't been called to membership. You have to do a minimum of 3 years after your exams before you can. So even though I have finished with the exam process, I am not yet fully
qualified.
A member, because I haven't been inducted until I complete my post 36 months exam experience after exam before I become called into membership. So
I'm sure you will do it. There's no doubt in my mind you will do it. So
yeah, I'm getting there now.
So you found this business, obviously, and what made you jump in? Had you been looking for an online business anyway, or?
Yes, I've been looking for something to do on the side apart from what I am doing currently. I needed extra money, to be honest, and I also wanted time. I think by answering this, I'm actually going into my why, which is I've got my parents, they are elderly now. My dad has retired from service, and so he lives on pension, supposedly. But I come from a country where the government doesn't pay pension. So even though people have lived most of their life working for government, at the end of the day, they still can rely on their pension because the government doesn't pay that pension. Okay. So while I was still in Nigeria, it wasn't a problem taking care of my parents because my salary was good, and so it wasn't a problem. It was when I came over here and I now have to struggle with bills, taking care of myself, and still have to find money to send to my parents. Nice. That became a serious challenge, and that was the reason I started looking for something that would give me opportunity to make that extra money, and at the same time have time to go and visit them, because part of the promise I made to them when I was leaving is that I will come visit you as often as possible. And that has been a challenge because, to be honest, I haven't been able to visit them as often as I would want to, and of course, my current job doesn't give me that long time. It's usually short break, 2 weeks.
I understand.
Holiday, 2 weeks. But even at that, it's not enough for me. If I want to go see them, I really need a month to stay.
Yeah.
So
No, I get
That's
it.
why I started looking for something that will enable me go travel sometime, go be with them as much as I want to, and still not worry about whether my bill is paid
Yeah,
here or not.
no, I
And
understand.
so that was how I started searching for something to do. And then I have been hearing of online business, so I was thinking, what sort of things can I do online? And then one day I was on Facebook and I saw this ad that was talking about having your time freedom now, that you can do your business from wherever you like. And I looked at it. First of all, I just saved the ad and I continued scrolling on my Facebook feed. And then after a while, I think 2 days later, I went and clicked on it, went to the landing page, registered. That's the person that's currently my mentor, registered, and then watch the recorded video. You know, that's the beauty of this thing. You get opportunities to immediately watch the video. So I watched the webinar video. Everything was sounding somehow. What? Then I waited and now had to join the live video, live webinar, where I had opportunity of meeting other people and listening to all those
You actually stayed up late one night and watched
it.
Wow.
Yeah, and listening to all those beautiful testimonials, and I'm like, this cannot be fake. Everybody cannot be telling this story in different way, and they are not real. I saw the testimonials in the video I already watched. That's the webinar, the pre-recorded one, and then this was the live webinar where people were sharing their testimonies, and a lot of curious minds like me were also asking questions. What is the business all about? And they try to give a brief of what the business was all about. And I could look at, see the people that were participating from where, because at some point we were told to indicate where we were watching from, and I was looking from all over the world, and I'm like, oh no, this thing is something, there must be something in this to attract this number of people. I know they were curious like me, trying to find answers to the questions they have in their heads, but yeah, that webinar was it for me at the end of the day. When I watched it, I participated live. That's where I made the decision to actually go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's really good that you stayed up till 1 a.m. UK time.
Yes, yeah. It was even 2 a.m. then. It's not that they moved. Yeah, it was 2 a.m. So it was difficult to wait till that time. And luckily for me, my husband wasn't in that day because he wouldn't allow me to stay awake till that time. So yeah, and what's it's like?
Thank you for
2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
So you joined, okay?
So yeah, in fact, immediately after the live webinar, I registered. Yeah,
came on board, okay, and then obviously you progress forward, and you now run a digital business. So tell me about your Facebook page. So what's it called, first of all? Your business page?
My business page is just my name. It's Chibby, Chima-Okoro.
Okay, and what's the message? What's the page about? So, it's, I mean, I had a look at it earlier. It's very much clearly centered around you in positive messages, and I guess kind of personal growth. It's very motivational would be my take on it. You tell me, what is your page about?
Yeah, my page, normally you get in and then you see this first page that says, oh yeah, I'm here and I'm here to help you achieve your lifetime goals. And then of course on daily basis I post these motivational quotes. Sometimes it's just pictures I post. Sometimes once in a while I post a live video. I wasn't even posting live video before now. In fact, at some point I didn't know I should be posting until I participated in a 21-day Go Live challenge with Helen Martin in October. That's when I realized the importance of posting live video. I think all the while I was just posting motivational speech. I'm sure some people were looking at my page and wondering, who is this person? Until I started, I didn't realize it until I started that live video challenge. That's when I realized that some people were just looking at my page and just moving on. Who is this person? Let's put a face to the name. So until I started the live video challenge, that's when I realized that there have been some silent followers or visitors to my page that never really believed in what I was doing until I started coming live. That's when they could put a face to my name. That's when they realized that I'm real. I'm not just somebody putting up a page here, that I'm real. And after that challenge, I made it promise towards the end that I will go live once in a while on my page.
And you do very well. So obviously we're talking on video.
Yeah.
So you are comfortable on the camera, which is amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me, what you joined, obviously you got your Facebook page, you then had to go through the training, didn't you? So to try and get you to a point where, because there's quite a lot to learn at the start, as you go through, like any business, it's very top heavy. So at the start, when you're joining, there's lots to learn. There's lots of things you need to do, and there's quite a bit of effort you've got to put in at the start, isn't it? If I'm being honest, there's quite a bit of effort, isn't there? How did you find that initial few month period getting set up?
The training was actually, to me, they made it so straightforward and so easy if you really put your mind to it, to follow the training step by step, because everything is demonstrated, so you can actually follow the training. Like how to create your page, I will just be watching 1 minute and I'll do exactly what it says. The next minute that I was doing it just by following. So by following the training on the training site, you just get everything. In fact, I finished it earlier than my mentor thought I would. When I told her I'd finished and I was ready to go, and she was like, "You mean you have finished?" I said, "Yes, I have finished. I'm ready to go." And she said, "Okay, if you're ready, let's see your first engagement ad." And that's how I started. Yeah, the training was pretty straightforward. Whoever put that together took time to explain it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, understandable in such a way that no matter your background, no matter where you're coming from, as long as you understand a bit of English, you'll be able to follow the training.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So when you think about what Chibby was like before you got involved in this business, so going back, 5-6 months to where you're at now, tell me a bit about what have you learned? What's because I assume there's been a shed load of new skills and personal.
Oh yes, a whole lot of new skills, a whole lot of change in attitude to issues. I'm more positive to doing things, to the way I do things, to the way I react to issues now than before. Yeah. Because one, I started putting up those motivational quotes. I can't be quoting what I don't believe in, because most times it's like me talking to myself, even though I'm putting it out on my page. So a lot of positivity in my lifestyle has come in with the business. Okay. And from where I was before and where I am now is a long milestone between it's like A to Z. I have moved far away from A and getting close to my Z, and there's no stopping me, really. That's the truth of the matter. I've grown. I've learned a lot of things, like the video challenge I told you about. There are a lot of features in my phone I didn't know that existed. There are some things I couldn't do before now until I participated in the video challenge, like simple things as little as organizing a watch party. I didn't know how to do that. I learned them in the process. I learned to do some things with my phone and my computer that I never knew how to do. I probably wouldn't have thought of doing them if not for this business. So yes, I have grown over time with this, and it's quite a short time, but when looking at it, it's as if it's been a long time, and I'm still wondering in a year, 2 years time, what I will become just because of what I'm doing with this business. No, it's really amazing, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah, no, I get it. It is enjoyable as well, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, it is.
So you touched on your why earlier. So your family, your parents in Nigeria. So is that the primary reason for you getting? Is that why you wanted to do this business, or is it Or there are
That's my primary why. I have probably the secondary whys, but my primary why is just my parents, to be able to take care of them, to be able to visit them as often as I would want to.
yeah, no,
So, yeah,
I mean,
I miss them, and I know they miss me too.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay. So, when you think about, this business, what if you have to tell people why, what the kind of, I guess, what are the two or three things, the two or three main benefits do you think are to the business are? What do you think they are? If people needed to kind of be told, and what would you tell them?
The benefit is, of course, the most important one is the time freedom it gives you at the end of the day to be able to do things the way you want and when you want, because you're able to operate from anywhere and anytime. So even when you're on holidays, you go with your business and you do it at your own time. You don't have to wait for somebody. You don't have to work on another person's time. You do things at your own pace and at your own convenience. So I have lots of moms with little kids. They're able to walk around their kids even when the kids are at home. So you're able to respond to one or two issues using your phone or your laptop without necessarily having to leave the house. So that's basically the most important one. Of course, there's the financial benefit that comes with it, but that's after you've properly established.
Yeah.
And of course, there's this awesome communities that is supporting the business. Whatever is your issue at any point in time, anytime I have issue, all I need to do is pop it into the chat room. Somebody will always respond to me. It doesn't matter the time of the day, because even if it's midnight here, some other people is there just their morning. So at every point in time, there's somebody out there ready to help you out, no matter what issue you have. And it's really amazing. I've never seen anything like that. There's no issue you have that somebody hasn't had at some point or the other. So once you pop it in, somebody will always provide you an answer. That's
3,000 people in our community.
Yeah, I'm still growing.
Where you are in the world, there's always somebody awake and on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being able to chat, isn't it? To be fair. No, I get it. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about challenges then? So tell me about, has it all been smooth sailing for you as you over the past kind of 5 years?
Of course, there hasn't been that all smooth sailing, but it's not. Of course, any new adventure, you have to face some kind of challenges. My initial challenge was, of course, the time to participate in the live webinar.
Yeah.
It was my 2 a.m. For some people, it was just their 5 p.m. So that time, instead of sleeping, I had to be awake to participate. But then it's part of the sacrifice. If you want something seriously, you really have to make out time. Right. But other than that, the challenge I've not really, at the initial stage, of course, it was getting the trust of people and getting them to believe that I am genuine and I'm real with what I'm doing. Yeah. Like I mentioned initially, I was only putting up pictures and motivational quotes, no physical presence or me talking to my followers until I had to do the 21-day challenge. That challenge was the wake-up call I needed to do what I should be doing, to put a face to my name and get people to see me for who I am. And I think since after that 21-day challenge, I think my challenges have really gone now. I've established my presence, and I think some people that had doubt about who
you are
or what I was doing now believe in me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you can't ask for any more than that, can you really? Absolutely. Yeah. We've talked about that, for everybody, including us, this all starts with a webinar, doesn't it? It all starts by people just putting new information in on our website and watching our webinar. And the reason why we send them to the webinar is because there's so much information, isn't there? There's loads of information. This webinar is about an hour long, 90 minutes, about an hour and 90 minutes. And there's a shed load of information in there. And that is the easiest way, isn't it, for us to get the information across. to people. But why do you think they should? So if you're talking to your followers now, so tell me why, or tell them why should they watch the webinar? What's a benefit for them? Why should they watch it, do you think?
Okay, it's important to watch the webinar because I started with my skepticism as to whether this is real or not. In fact, I asked my mentor then, tell me about this business, and she kept saying, watch the webinar. I'm like, why can't you tell me about the business instead of sending me?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, and I was reluctant to watch the webinar. I'm like, why? You are the one doing the business. Tell me the business. Don't send me somewhere else. But then at some point I had to tell myself, go watch the webinar. What is in this webinar that she's talking about? And I was glad I did, because there my skepticism and my curiosity was laid bare, and I met other people who were as curious as me and as skeptical as myself, and all of us were asking questions and getting answers to our questions. So it explains the business for you for a first timer. You get to know what the business is all about, and any questions and doubts you have, you can put it across and get answers immediately. And that's the best way to start.
Yeah.
If you have doubt, we are all skeptical. There are lots of fake businesses online. So when somebody tells you something is online, the first thing your mind tells you is beware.
Yeah. I know you're
Check
right.
this out. Are you sure this is genuine? And yeah, but by going to the webinar, you get answers to your questions. You get to meet real people, and you get to hear these awesome testimonials. And those testimonials cannot be manufactured. If they tell it as lie today, it can't be told again tomorrow as, yeah. No, but that's where you get the truth of what the business is about and how it functions. Yeah. And if you haven't made up your mind whether it's something you can do, that's the place to get answers from.
We're all real people, aren't we? So that's, the primary name of the webinar as well is just to show that we are real people, just everyday type people, just like they are. Just like the people watching this are now.
Yeah, and the fact that it's done twice every week, day in, day out, from January to December, twice a week. Yeah. No, there's something really in it.
And they don't have to watch it live, so we appreciate, this business is global, so it's it can't suit everyone's time frame. So we hope it's recorded. Each one's recorded, so after they register, they have the choice, don't they? They can either watch it live, as in the next one that's live, or they can watch instantly the latest recorded one. So, we have covered all the options there. So it is great, in that respect. You can't do it anymore.
Of course, that's how I started. I first watched the recorded webinar, and then eventually I get to go to the live one.
Yeah, absolutely. So where do you see yourself then in 12 months? So what's the dream then? What's from where you're at today to where you're going to be in 12 months then? What's the dream? Tell me the dream.
The dream is to get to the peak of this business. I want to be a 6A. That's the destination.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? So, and you know what? In this business, that is absolutely possible. We're here laughing and joking about it, but, we both know that is completely and utterly achievable. There's nothing to stop you, and every single day we are in contact with, and we are exposed to people who are doing exactly that, so it's real,
It is. It is.
Not get rich quick. It's not get rich quick. This you have to work at it like any business, all right?
Yeah.
But this is this is definitely a get rich in a year opportunity, isn't it? Easily. So it's absolutely something for people to believe in. But it all starts by watching a webinar. It's as simple as
it. It all starts by watching a webinar, and you make out time to put some things down within your business, and you are dedicated, you have positivity, you're ready to learn, because you have to learn. The training there is for you on the website and at your own time. But if you don't learn what it says, you won't be able to do it. So you have to learn. Like every other thing, it's just like going to school. You have to study to pass your exams. Yeah, this one you start with going through the training. Just follow the training and join the awesome community that is behind it, and you'll be home and dry.
Yeah, absolutely. So absolutely. Could not have said that any better myself, Chibby. So thank you. So there you have it, everybody. That is another excellent and fascinating story from one of my fellow business partners, Chibby. So Chibby, thank you so much for your time. That has been amazing, and I'm thrilled to see you building this business and seeing you succeed. It's really encouraging. So thank you.
It's been my honor participating in your program, and I'm really happy to be here, and I look forward to coming back maybe sometime not so long from now again to share my my journey where I have got to.
Yeah, 12 months time, I'm going to do it all again. Tell me about where you were. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chibby. Thank you so much for your time. All right.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
In the next episode of Business Talk with Ivan. So thank you very much. Thank you, Chibby. See you all later.